Just did a total of 500 miles, some of it last night, the rest of it this morning. That trailer pulled amazing, and there's something in there that we're gonna have to check and see if it tipped over or not, but we'll do that in a couple minutes here. First, we gotta get this camper out of here, which means that we have to drop this, hook up to that, pull that out, drop it, hook up to that, put that in there, drop it, then hook back up to that, and we have terrain that does not help us do that at all. This is continuing from the previous Texas to Oklahoma moving debacle video. Entire playlist is in the video description. Do binge on after this video. Well, what we're gonna do first is I'm gonna take a bio break in my bathroom, take care of all of this. Oh, and we'll see if that thing tipped over in there. Then we'll get this to a state park. Well, it's a good thing I put lots of sticky traps down. What is that? There are sticky traps inside the camper as well. Let's check that one. Here on the other side. Oh, I always forget there's lights in here. And after we get everything done that we're gonna do here, I will tell you why I don't even have a campsite reserved yet. We got to reserve one, but once we get the camper set up, I'll tell you the drama. Well, actually, you probably already know the drama if you saw the previous debacle video. She is just blaming everything on my agent, and remember, I'm not. Let's find out right now what happened here, because we got to open this anyways, because we need the floor jack out of here, because otherwise we're not going to be able to get the trailer off or on. Okay, there's the floor jack. Wow, that's nice. Okay, the Harley, looking good. We're not going to know if we have a campsite until get to the state park, unfortunately, but I am in a bit of a hurry. And yes, I have a 2 5/16 with me for the camper. I want to grab one of the chocks. Oh, okay. I guess there's that one on this side. I haven't gone to the bathroom in my camper yet. I just kind of decided I should probably just get this done first. So as you know, well, actually no, we're not going to talk about this yet. Wait until after we get set up at the campground, and then we'll get into details on what's next for Freeman's garage. Okay, as long as that doesn't roll away. Okay, it's been way too long later. You don't even want to know why I just did what I did. I'll tell you why in a minute. The trailer might fall off. Got the safety chains on in case the trailer falls off. Everything is an extreme angle. Camera does it no justice. have a lot of explaining to do to you after we get the camper set up. Yeah, all this hill stuff, I don't want to be in Oklahoma. I don't want to live here. I don't want to buy a house here. Oh, I need to chalk that somehow. Actually, it might be fine. But, you know, I could always have done things better myself, too. So, you know what I'm saying? Here I am in the future to land the plane on this video because film vanished. An entire roll just poof. Footage gone. So why was no campsite reserved? Well, watch that previous video that I mentioned 10 million times and you will find out why if you don't know already. Let's just say that selling my house in Texas to closing went a little Jerry Springer. Another thing, you might have heard a mouse catcher, a cat, while I was backing up the U-Haul trailer. My daughter's cat she rescued in Texas. That, yeah, you saw that in the previous video. Let's just, you know, the things you do for your kids. Well, let's just say my patience. That cat did not stop talking for 500 miles. Another thing I want to note is you probably noticed that the washer and dryer were in the back of the Ford. And that's the washer and dryer that in a previous video in the Texas to Oklahoma moving debacle video playlist, you saw me use at a campground in Oklahoma. Well, here's what that's all about. That washer and dryer I bought new just a few years ago. I brought it up to Oklahoma and had in the storage and then brought to the campground. You saw that. Things went completely wrong with selling the Texas house again for, I don't even know which time that was when things went wrong. And it looked like I was just going to be moving from the camper in Oklahoma back into the Texas house. And I decided, well, I'm going to bring the washer and dryer back with me because I don't know how long I'm going to be there. And the Oklahoma roads are so bad, that washer and dryer flipped over multiple times and got smashed to heck from just hitting holes at 70 miles an hour. And after the conclusion of the previous video, the washer and dryer end up back in the truck and going back up to Oklahoma. Okay, so now, why did I have the trailer ball upside down with the U-Haul trailer? Well, I made it just a doofus move. I pulled the 34-foot camper up to the top of the hill there at the storage facility and needed to put something underneath the jack on the front of the camper so that it didn't sink into the ground, because then we'd have to get a wrecker out there. And the only thing I had was the ball for the U-Haul trailer. I didn't have any blocks of wood or anything I could use. They were underneath other things and storage lockers. It was just, it's just what I had, so I used it and then realized a bit later that, oh, I need that. Yeah, didn't think about it, but also I have more than one. But where in the world are they with my stuff all astray? I had no choice. It was 100 degrees. That cat was in the truck holding its bladder for 8, 9, 10 hours. Still had to get to a campsite before that thing could even get out of there. So I just used what I had and didn't really realize what I was doing. But if I would have realized what I was doing, what would I have done? Because I didn't have anything. I would have been walking around looking for chunks of wood in the ditch, I guess. Probably. Anyways, we're calling the Texas to Oklahoma moving debacle video series a wrap. It's over. Now, we do have one car left in Texas, but it's not at the house we sold. It's at a storage lot. We'll have to run down there sometime in the future and grab that together. But I'm not worried about that car right now because we have the new Freeman's Garage location where we're at now. Our cabin in the Ozark Mountains in the hills of East Oklahoma. We got to get one of the old ramshackle barns cleaned out and set up so we can get back to full-time regular wrenching on the project cars on the regular Freeman's Garage channel. I appreciate you sticking it out with me over the last almost a year. I appreciate you. Nothing but good times from here on out. Good times.